And so, here we are once again. And what a joyous day it is in Gathering, a time when we are again invited into a new congregational year. Today is a provocation, an invitation to consider the endless possibility of our faith's new expression of shared values: equity, generosity, interdependence, justice, pluralism, and transformation, centered around love. Love for ourselves, for each other, and for the world around us. I, for one, am so happy to be here despite the heat of this day, because today is about opening our doors and our hearts to one another, and again, centering love. It's about the invitation we extend to ourselves to be present, to share in community, and to reconnect with our sense of purpose. We are invited to pause in this space, to reflect on what it means to show up for ourselves and for each other, to be present to the invitation of life with all its beauty, messiness, and joy. Each week, we're invited into a shared journey where everyone belongs and where our individual stories weave together to create something larger than ourselves. So as we begin this new year together, may we each hear the invitation to be open, to be courageous, to be welcoming to others and to ourselves. Let this be a time of new beginnings and renewed connections. No matter where you are coming from or where you're going, you are invited here fully as you are. Let us gather with open hearts, ready to receive the gift of community and ready to extend that gift in return. Welcome back, whoever you are, wanderer, worshiper, lover of leaving. Welcome to this time of worship. Welcome to this community. Come, let us worship together.
Good morning. May the shimmering radiance and peace of this sanctuary embrace and inspire you, and welcome again to our Ingathering and special water communion service. I'm the Reverend Jeremiah Lal Shabazz Callanday, and I serve this beautiful congregation as its developmental minister. We're entering the final stretch of developmental ministry as we deepen our learnings from the past to guide and inform the future that we wish to co-create. We're also going to be assembling our ministerial search committee this autumn to begin the process that's required for us to make the transition from developmental ministry into settled ministry. So it's truly an exciting time to be a part of this community as we integrate new wisdom and welcome the future in many ways. We're joined in this special ingathering and water communion service by Worship Associate Dr. Susan Hendricks, Music Director Sonder Choi, Interim Director of Religious Education Jessica Place, our professional musicians Ryan, Olivia, Keon, Talia, and David, and our beloved church choir. And a big thank you to our ushers, greeters, tech team, membership, and family ministry volunteers this morning. We are all delighted to be with you. Let's give everyone a grateful round of applause. If this is your first time joining us, or you're still new to our congregation, we bid you a special welcome to and hope that you'll take the time to explore our website and online news magazine to learn more about our church and meet with folks after the service at the visitors table in our courtyard. We light our flaming chalice this morning with Learning to Love This World by Molly Hausch Gordon. We gather together this morning tenderly, like the drops of dew on a leaf of grass, hopefully, like gathered raindrops in a cloud, gleefully, like water rushing in a stream to the sea, deeply, like groundwater pooled up from a well. We gather from every direction for another year of growth and depth, another year of companionship and hope, another year of learning to love this world. We gather like the water that joins us across all of creation, the water that connects us within and without, merging and flowing across the entire world. May it be so.
Hello, good morning. And welcome back. Welcome back to the choir. Our anthem this morning, the music for the morning, Images of the Sea, is by Taiwanese composer Shi Qingru. And I just want to read the translation before we sing it. So it says, "In my room, I hang a drawing of seaside scenery from my hometown. When I am asleep, I can hear the sound of the sea. In the quiet of the night, the sound of the sea is loud and clear, bringing back memories of my childhood. I am waiting for the waves to reach the shore and wash those memories away. Oh no, why? In my dreams, the sea crashes against the old rocks. The white waves reflect the moonlight and also crash upon my heart." So, Images of the Sea.
Greetings. Yep, my throat chakra there. I'm going to try that one more time. Greetings and welcome to the Unitarian Universalist Community Congregation of Santa Monica. At this time, we kindly ask that you silence your cell phones to ensure everyone's comfort. I am Dr. Susan Hendricks, and I'm thrilled to be your worship associate this beautiful Ingathering Sunday. Whether this is your first visit, or you have been a part of our community for years, or you're joining us in person in the sanctuary, or tuning in online from near or far, we are thrilled to have you here with us, especially today. Welcome, welcome. Our congregation is an open and affirming, welcoming people. Our congregation is open and affirming, welcoming people of all identities, backgrounds, and abilities. We are committed to intersectionality, anti-racism, and building a community that is radically inclusive, whole, just, and sustainable. We celebrate a wide range of beliefs, values, and principles, and draw wisdom from both ancient and contemporary, sacred and secular sources. Our ministries and programs include chalice circles, meditation meetings, book clubs, religious education for children and youth, and activities for all ages. We're here to serve our congregation and the broader world. We also partner with social and environmental justice advocates to promote our core UU value of love, as well as interdependence, justice, equity, transformation, pluralism, and generosity. There's truly something for everyone here, and we warmly invite you to consider becoming a member to support the transformative work we do. May you find inspiration, comfort, and a sense of community with us today. As we gather in the sanctuary and in our virtual spaces, we recognize that our homes and the homes of most of our members and friends are located near the sacred waters and upon the unceded lands of Indigenous people. This is the traditional home of the Tongva Gabrieleño Keys, Ventureño, Fernandeño Tataviam, and Chumash tribes, amongst others, and we remember their presence amongst us, the painful histories of this land, and the ongoing struggle for equity, justice, and sovereignty. Today we have a few brief announcements. Camp de Venneville Pines is almost here. Next weekend, in fact. Where else can you tie-dye, take a nap, enjoy a quiet walk, watch birds, and play together? Okay, now here's my attempt at a joke, so you have to laugh with me, okay? Okay, so maybe it's not the 70s, and here's the kid-friendly joke, and there's no grass in the forest, but you can definitely laugh deeply and refresh and renew at Camp de Venneville Pines. I heard some of you laughing, so thank you. Registration is still open. After the service, look for the folks with the posters in the courtyard to register or sign up through the link on our website. We hope to see you there. Second announcement, pet food donations. Bring us your monthly pet food donations. Our UUCCSM Animal Ministry will donate pet food to the Los Angeles Animal Service Pet Food Pantries, assisting low-income families and individuals experiencing financial hardship who need help feeding their animal companions. Bring your unwanted, unopened cat or dog food, or buy some to donate. Wet and dry food are welcome. Drop off at the monthly UUAM table after Sunday services, next Sunday, September 15th, if you're here, the 20th of October, the 10th of November, and the 8th of December. And speaking of our UUSM Animal Ministry, today at noon in Forbes Room 2, our UUSM AM will be reflecting on our first few months as a ministry and drafting our charter to align with our UUSM mission and values. While this will be an ongoing discussion, please join us for this first drafting and be part of building our community together. Also today, the Faith in Action Peace and Social Justice Committee will meet at 12 o'clock under the shade structure right over there. The committee works in many ways to put UU values into action in our local community and wider world. We organize activities and support the efforts of community partners in the areas of labor and economic issues, anti-racism, police reform and mass incarceration, immigration and immigrant detention, climate justice, and resisting war. Everyone is welcome and newcomers are warmly encouraged. One of our newer traditions, Soulful Sundown, has moved to the second Sunday of the month. Do you remember Second Sunday Supper before the pandemic? We're bringing together these two UUSM community events to the second Sunday of the month. Doors open at 5:30 p.m. and dinner begins at 6:15 p.m. with live music accompaniment shortly thereafter. Children are especially welcomed, and admission is a donation of $10 for adults, children free. For these and additional announcements about international folk dancing or soul collage, both offered next weekend for those of us here, please refer to the order of service, the UUSM.org website, or the e-newsletter for more details. Now I invite Sonder up for a special announcement.
Hello, everyone. Good morning. I would like to take this opportunity to introduce you to our two new section leaders. So our alto section leader, Olivia Salazar, is a classical singer and actor. After high school, she attended the Interlochen Arts Academy and is currently a voice major at UCLA, studying under the tutelage of Vladimir Chernov while pursuing a linguistics minor. She's dedicated to learning and uplifting Mexican and Hispanic composers from the realm of classical music and is thrilled to be part of the diverse UUSM community. A proud recipient of the Colburn Scholarship and AAP Scholarship, she has performed in roles such as the Second Witch in Dido and Aeneas and the Shepherd in Acis and Galatea, and is also a member of the UCLA Chamber Singers. Welcome, Olivia. Our new soprano section leader is Talia Moore, originally from Loma Linda, recent graduate of Cal State Fullerton in voice, yeah? Talia is ecstatic to join the UUSM music team. Before graduating, Talia had the opportunity to perform Michael Abels' and Rhiannon Giddens' opera Omar with the San Francisco Opera, and LA Opera's Highway 1. She dedicates her time to uplifting the music of Black composers and Black queer composers. Currently, Talia is rehearsing with the San Francisco Symphony Chorus for their production of Beethoven 9, as well as participating in the Jared Coe Fellowship, which has allowed her to have mentorship with folks like Nicole Heston Lane and Lisette Oropesa. Welcome, Talia.
So it's that time again, time to greet friends and neighbors who maybe you've not seen for a minute. Let's take a few moments to say hello to those who are both familiar and new around you. We will follow this with our opening hymn. Please remain standing or rise in body or spirit as you are able. Hello. Hello. Oh, I hear Ryan got louder. Thank you. Okay. Please remain standing and rise in body or spirit as you are able to join in singing our opening hymn, number 1046, in our great hymnal, Shall We Gather at Teal hymnal. Thank you. Shall we gather at the river? Afterward, we will speak our covenant in both English and Spanish, followed by our hymn of praise. Love is the doctrine of this church. The quest for truth is its sacrament, and service is its prayer. To dwell together in peace, to seek knowledge and freedom, to serve humankind in fellowship. Thus do we covenant with each other. El amor es la enseñanza de esta iglesia. Buscar la verdad es el sacramento y el servicio es la oración. Vivir juntos en paz, buscar el conocimiento en la libertad, servir a la humanidad en comunión. Así es como convenimos unos a otros. If you have a donation for the Westside Food Bank, we invite you to bring it forward and place it in our basket at this time. For many years, we have supported the Westside Food Bank, and they are always in need of items in large quantities such as pasta, pasta sauce, no glass please, juice, granola bars, protein bars, and breakfast cereal. Each week, we can embody our service to the world by contributing to this effort. We encourage everyone to participate. This morning's offering for the Westside Food Bank is generously received.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning. I'd like to invite all of my friends to come join us on the steps here, including our special musical guest. Thank you, Johnny. Today we're doing a ritual of ingathering. And it's one of the special days where the kids stay in here for the whole service. So young and old can be together, and we can take part in important rituals together. And so we can all be in community with one another and know what that means, not just to, be together when it's convenient, but be together when it can be a little bit chaotic, a little bit distracting, a little bit loud. And you know what? Those are things that we all need, as well as our kids getting to learn what our full service looks like and feeling like a full part of this community. So I'm so glad to have everyone here today. And so I thought what would be fun is that this, for some of you, might be a little bit of a review from what we did last week that we can then teach to the folks we have here, because who remembers us talking about Winnie the Pooh last week in RE? You guys here? Well, it might be new to everyone again now. Because when we were thinking about ways that we welcome friends, to make them feel welcome, and we were using the characters from Winnie the Pooh as an example. So I wonder if anyone has an idea, if you were trying to make Eeyore feel at home here, who can be a little bit sad, maybe a little bit shy, how do you think, what would make him feel welcome? Ideas from the grown-ups are welcome too. A rain cloud. Yeah, so sometimes, we don't always have to aggressively cheer up our friends who feel a little sad. Sometimes just being with them in their sadness is a good thing. What about on the other end of the spectrum? What about Tigger, who's very energetic, very full of life? How would you welcome Tigger, Allie? Yeah, I'm holding it right up for you. There you go.
Hi there.
Yeah, just say hi. And people who are full of energy and life, sometimes they really enjoy talking to others, so that's a good example. What is Winnie the Pooh like? What are some of the things he likes? Do we know? Honey. Yeah, so maybe having a little dinner party, helping Winnie the Pooh have a good meal that he enjoys. So these are just ways that we remember that there's no one-size-fits-all for welcoming others, and we want everyone to feel at home here, so we're always growing in how we learn to welcome people in all of our beautiful differences. And so my friend Johnny here is going to sing us a beautiful song relating to Winnie the Pooh, and just for us grown-ups, the importance of returning to our inner child and nurturing our inner child. And so take it away, Johnny. And if you like this, please come back this evening, where not only will you hear Johnny play and the rest of the band, but I have been convinced to come sing a few numbers. So I'll need all the moral support I can get, but let's hear this lovely song first.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me out there? Christopher Robin and I walked along under branches lit up by the moon, posing our questions to the owl and Eeyore while our day disappeared all too soon. But I've wandered much further today than I should, and I can't seem to find my way back to the wood. So help me if you can, I've got to get back to the house at Blue Corner by 1. You'd be surprised, there's so much to be done. I count all the bees in the hive, chase all the clouds from the sky. Back to the days of Christopher Robin and Pooh. I think I'll just sing the rest of it like that. Winnie the Pooh doesn't know what to do. He's got a honey jar stuck on his nose. And he came to me asking help and advice, and from there no one knows where to go. So I sent him to ask of the owl if he's there, how to loosen a jar from the nose of a bear. So help me if you can, I've got to get, help me, back to the house at Blue Corner by 1. You'd be surprised, there's so much to be done. Count all the bees in the hive, chase all the clouds from the sky. Back to the days of Christopher Robin. Back to the days of Christopher Robin. Back to the days of Pooh. Oh, 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 oh. Isn't that pretty? Thank you. Featuring our famous choir over here.
Thank you, Daddy, and thank you everyone for singing along. And now, our kids, we will not go now in peace now, but go either back to our carpeted corner or go return to seating with a parent. And yeah, we're staying here today. And anyone who would either like to grab a dance ribbon who feels like dancing from their seat, or we have extra gift bags if you want to bring them home to any kids in your life, you're very welcome. So let's go back to our corner now for the rest of the service.
So we are not singing the kids out, but we are singing a song of blessing. This is Spirit of Life, and we'll sing it in Spanish first and then in English. Fuente de amor, ven hacia mí, y al corazón cántale tu compasión. Sopla al volar, sube en la mar, hasta moldear la justicia de la vida. Arraigame, libérame, fuente de amor, ven a mí, ven a mí. Spirit of life, come unto me. streams of compassion blow in the wind, rise in the sea, move in the hand, giving life, shake of justice, roots hold me close, wings set me free, Spirit of life, come to me, come to me.
Let us take a few moments to settle into our own personal sanctuaries, through remembering our rootedness to the earth, our connection to the interdependent web of all existence, and the soothing rhythm of our own breath. Let us breathe together, welcoming all that is good, inspiring, and life-giving, breathing out anything that we may wish to release to reclaim our serenity within. Let us breathe like this, mindful, grounded, connected, as we enter these moments dedicated to prayer and to meditation. As we begin, I have one joy to share this morning, and I think we should begin this year in joy. Judith Martin Straw is delighted to share that Anna Livia Martin Straw and her partner, Tyler Knowlton, are winners of the Artcade contest at the San Francisco Museum of Modern Art. The installation Super Ultra Extreme Racing will be opening on October 19, 2024, and will be on display until March of 2025. We celebrate with them in the light of our beloved community this morning. Now please join me in the spirit of prayer and meditation. O Spirit of life, love, and beauty, Spirit of our own very being, known by many names and beyond all of our naming, let us begin this year with a profound sense of gratitude. Gratitude for all that is, all that has been, all that will be. The great philosopher and mystic Meister Eckhart had said that if the only prayer you ever say in your entire life is thank you, that will be enough. Now I'm going to need everyone's help this morning with this short adapted prayer for all that is good in our lives by Reverend Deborah Hafner, as we will have to think about all that we're grateful for in our lives and first whisper and then shout aloud our gratitude. So let's take a moment, everyone, to think about what we might be grateful for. Are a few members of the community willing to speak aloud something that they're grateful for? Friendship. Friendship. Family. Music. Mobility.
Transportation
Teachers. Pets. Friends. So many things in our lives, more than we could possibly name, that we have each day to wake up to this abundance of blessing in our lives. So first, let us whisper together, thank you for all that is good in our lives. Let us whisper together, thank you. Now, let us shout together, and I'm going to need our young people to help us shout together, thank you for all that is, all the abundance of blessings in our lives. Let us shout together, thank you. Now turn to someone next to you and offer them a thank you for all that their lives offer to our world. May we be thankful down to our bones for this time together. May we take the time to feed each other, take care of each other, appreciate and trust each other, and say thank you. It may be the only prayer we'll ever need. Let us meditate now in a few moments of silence. We begin our annual water communion ceremony with The Cycle That Connects Us by Molly Hausch-Gordon and Jamila Batchelder. Rain falls upon the surface of the earth. Pulled by gravity, each drop begins to flow downward. Drops merge with drops, flowing together into a trickle, a streamlet, a creek, a mighty river flowing onward. Some of the water seeps down into the earth itself as groundwater or deep aquifers, where it will stay for days, years, or even millennia until it is pulled up again by tree roots, wells, springs, and geysers, rejoining the dance, the flowing, flowing, flowing. The water flows until it collects into ponds, lakes, seas, and vast oceans, and all the while the sun's rays warm the water, calling it back into vapor so light that it can rise, up, up, up. Each molecule moving on its own again, rising into the higher atmosphere, buoyant and swirling, up to where the air grows cool, and the water vapor slows and cools and begins to turn again back to droplets. Droplets find droplets and join together again and again, forming clouds and growing heavier and heavier until at last the weight of them pulls them down again and the rain falls on the surface of the earth again. Everywhere on earth, at every moment, is somewhere in this cycle. Cycle upon cycles, falling, flowing, sinking, transforming, rising again and again and again. Let's see if we can move like the water in this cycle, since we too are made mostly of water. I'll need all of you to help me, especially our young people, as we try to move like the water. Let's make rain like it's falling from the sky. So we're going to bring our hands into the air and make rain like it's falling from the sky. And now we're going to make rain as though it's flowing through upon the earth as rivers and streams. And then it's going to sink into the soil, deep into the soil, and then rise up again as water vapor into the sky. So again, in this cycle, we're raining down and raining. The blessings, you can imagine this rain to be the blessings of life falling on us. And then it flows like a river, flowing on the earth in streams and creeks, and then down into the earth, before it rises up again into the vapor, the clouds, and the sky. And we are blessed by this cycle. Now, our planet has all the water it will ever have and has ever had. This water cycle has been spiraling around and around for more than 4.5 billion years. This means that the water we gather in our annual ritual comes from all over the world and also from all time on Earth. The water we gather today has traveled through the root systems of trees long since returned to soil, burst from geysers that ceased spraying millennia ago, and flowed down rivers that have changed course entirely over billions of years. This morning, we will also remember that the water cycle doesn't only involve rivers and plants and clouds, but it also involves creatures. The water cycles through us, coming in and out of our bodies in many different ways. That means that the molecules in the water you gathered from the Santa Monica Bay, the Pacific Ocean, or any sacred destination you may be bringing water from, has been in the tears of joy and sorrow cried by the first person who ever fell in love. Or that water from our church sink contains within its molecules that were once the best chicken or tofu chicken soup anyone ever ate. Or in the sweat of the people who built our church and our town, or in the blood of the mothers that birthed our grandmothers' grandmothers' grandmothers, or even in dinosaur pee. What and when and where else might you imagine this water has been? Where else has the water been? Snow. The water has been snow, maybe in the North Pole. Ice. Where else has this water moved? Clouds. Waterfalls. Hot chocolate. Pacific Ocean. What was that? Anywhere else? It's been everywhere, right? It's all water. So when we gather the water for community this morning, let us remember that they connect us to everything that has ever been and that everything that will ever be. This is the power of the water that we share. So let us gather the waters of community and of the earth in this ceremony to inaugurate our new church year. I invite you to reflect upon a hope or prayer that you have for our world, our community, or your own life in this coming congregational year. If it's something that you're willing to share with the community, it should be one brief sentence or even just a word. There are many of us here this morning. And you, of course, may offer silence if you would prefer. Once you make your offering into this microphone or this microphone, you're invited to pour a small libation of water. That's from these two pitchers that you see here into the common communion bowl. We'll begin by adding the sacred water that we have gathered and blessed every year for many, many years, since long before I arrived here, and that we keep and we purify and we boil each year, that becomes our sacred water that we use for blessings and child dedications and other events in the life of our congregational year. So, once you offer your libation, Jessica and Susan have agreed that we also have some of the blessing water from the previous years that we once again purified and boiled this morning and did a skin test, so it's okay. We'll offer a blessing, if you're so willing, onto your forehead to illumine your own heart and mind with the blessings that this water carries through all these generations that have gathered and participated in this ritual over the years. So you're invited to form 2 lines, one down this aisle and one down this aisle, to come forward to offer a sentence, a word, or silence of a hope or a prayer that you have for the world or for our community or for your own life, to pour just a little bit of water into the common bowl, and then to receive the blessing of this community's sacred water. So I invite you all to come forward as we set this up.
Democracy.
Peace. Pure water for all.
Connection.
An empty cup for Gaza, let Gaza live.
Connection.
Peace.
Cleansing.
Appreciation.
God's love. Hope and healing and good health.
Radical love.
Good health for all.
Bravery.
Brother. That my mother may hold our newest nephew at least once before her story ends.
Acceptance for what is, even as we move toward what we want.
Deep understanding and self-accountability.
healing.
Authenticity and connection to the heart.
Openness.
Stability and healing.
The beginning of a movement that will bring first peace and then economic independence to Congo, Kinshasa, as soon as possible. Yes.
Peace, solidarity, and reproductive freedom.
Peace and understanding, and most importantly, is warm, loving acceptance for all.
Another empty cup signifying the empty water vessels of those in Gaza and all around the world who are being denied access to water.
Beloved community,
Joy.
Decisions based on love rather than fear.
Joyful water from summer adventures from a Coke Zero bottle.
Love and mercy and a protective shield around Camp de Benneville Pines.
Beautiful, revolutionary change.
Peace and justice for the entire world.
Peace and love all over the world.
A healing revolution and a revolution in healing.
Expansion, transformation, and responsibility for the individual and the collective.
To every single pet we'll ever have.
The ceasefire.
peace and understanding.
Embracing change.
Kamala Harris as the next president of these United States of America, so that my mother in heaven can be pleased for this long overdue event.
Do you want to say something? Say it really loud. Peace.
Peace.
Yeah, you're good. You said that good.
A sense of ease and peace for the world.
Peace and freedom for people all over, and freedom from those who would injure us with losing my voice. Anyway, peace and freedom. And Kamala Harris.
Peace.
Protection for all the children of the world.
That all women may have the choice.
Our traditional blessing of the water is from the Reverend Ranwa Hamami. It is a litany, so you're invited to offer your blessing with the words, "This water is sacred," following each affirmation that we offer. Please raise your hands to offer these blessings of the community to this sacred water we have created together. This water is sacred. It is made sacred by the many hands that have poured it with intention and love, the many stories that each drop contain, the many lives surrounding it in this unique moment, connected by commitment and faith. May it continue to flow through this community with shining reflections of the unique gifts that flow through each of its members. And the response is, "This water is sacred."
May it continue to nurture this community with sustaining hope that we journey together through the ripples of growth and change.
This water is sacred. May it continue to bless this community with loving reminders of our collective responsibility to one another and the world. This
May its ripples be a reminder that the changes and growth within this community bring movement and transformation to the world beyond our doors. This water is sacred.
May its purity offer grace to our community and the willingness to forgive ourselves and one another when we make mistakes.
This water is sacred.
In moments when we are confused or uncertain, may it bring us clarity of purpose and commitment. This water is sacred.
In the moments when the reservoirs of hearts and spirits are drained by sorrow or pain, may it nourish them with the knowledge that we are surrounded by a deep and abundant love. This water is sacred. We now conclude our annual water communion and carry these hopes and prayers with us at this threshold of the new congregational year. May it be so. Blessed be.
This month, as we focus on the theme of invitation, let us embrace the spirit of generosity. Invitation is not just about welcoming others into our space, it's also about opening our hearts and hands to offer support and kindness. Generosity fuels this invitation, allowing us to create a more inclusive and nurturing community. When we give of ourselves, we extend an open invitation to others to join in and be part of something greater. By practicing generosity, we embody the true essence of invitation, making everyone feel valued and connected. As a generous congregation and as part of our spiritual practice, half of this morning's offering will go to support the good work of this congregation, and half will be shared with an organization that furthers our UU liberal religious values and principles in the wider world. Within our congregation, your offering goes to support the work of the Faith in Action and the Intersectional Anti-Racism, Anti-Oppression Commissions, the Social Justice Committee, the Pastoral Care Associates, the Art Committee, the Hunger Task Force, the Worship Associates, and various other teams, committees, task force, and ministries. The other half of today's generous offering will go to Camp de Benneville Pines, a beloved glamping in the woods year-round experience that many of us are familiar with and will welcome next weekend. Camp de Benneville Pines was established in 1961 and is supported by more than 50 member congregations of the Pacific Southwest District. De Benneville's mission is to welcome UUs and kindred spirits to connect with nature, sparking creativity and building the capacity to influence positive change in the world. Its purpose is to build community, empower and inspire our youth, foster a passion for environmental protection, and provide leadership opportunities, all while harnessing the beauty of our natural surroundings. My 19-year-old child, Lee, who has grown up in this congregation, describes their experience of De Benneville as, quote, welcoming, kind, fun, a place where people can go to find community. And it's a relaxing getaway from everyday busy life with a lot of joy at the heart of it, end quote. De Benneville is necessary, indispensable, vital, and essential to our UU community and how it invites us to nurture connections, transformation, and joy. As we embrace this month's theme and with our hearts looking toward the mountains, we invite you to contribute in whatever way feels right for you. The options are displayed on the slide behind me. And personally, I like to use the option of Zelle. All are gratefully accepted, and if you're new or visiting or simply prefer a more traditional method, cash or checks, you are invited to place your offering in the offertory bags that will be passed around shortly. Thank you for all that you give, monetarily, through your volunteerism or otherwise, to support the life of our congregation and the community beyond our walls. The ushers are invited to come forward. Your offering will now be greatly received.
Please rise in body or in spirit for O.
Just interrupting right in there. I believe you were about to say for our final hymn, is that correct? Which I just wanted to add some optional dance moves to for all of you. And so this is for all ages. Being in RE every Sunday, I have the privilege of integrating movement and play into my spiritual practice. But I think that's important not just for children, but for all of us, especially if it makes us feel a little vulnerable or a little silly sometimes. So I'm going to put this back on the mic stand maybe, or could you hold this for me for 1 second? It's real easy. So I've got peace, like a river. I got love, like an ocean, big wave. And then I've got joy, like a fountain, in my soul. And if we're doing any more verses than that, then that's just our cue to improvise.
We're doing strength like a mountain.
Oh, mountain, there we go.
Strength like a mountain.
Cool.
Please rise in body or in spirit for our closing hymn. I've got
peace like a river, I've got peace like a river, I've got peace like a river in my soul. I've got peace like a river, I've got peace like a river, I've got peace like a river in my soul. I've got joy like a fountain, I've got
Goddess, it is good to be back. I missed you all. I love you all. And we are almost done, Linda. And we are inaugurating the new church year, so it takes a little bit of time. Indigenous wisdom tells us that there is a spiritual merit in the sweat. So I was with the synagogue on Friday for Shabbat, and Rabbi Shira said, "Oh, it's so hot." And she said, "I shouldn't have that attitude. Thank you, God, for the heat." And I was like, that is quite an approach. And then afterwards, she told me, "Make sure you turn the lights off and get fans." Here we are. I want to close with this special benediction. These are the adapted words of Saint Teresa of Avila. May today there be peace within. May you trust, Spirit, that you are exactly where you are meant to be. May you not forget the infinite possibilities that are born of faith. May you use those gifts that you have received and pass on the love that you have been given. May you be content knowing that you are a child of God, a child of this beautiful universe. Let this presence settle into your bones and allow your soul the freedom to sing and dance and praise and love. May you go forth into this day and be blessed, and may you be a blessing. Amen.